Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Gazaby stream. My name is Gary Blackwood, also known as Gazaby123, and I will be streaming for the next 90 minutes-ish. Opening the Queen's, three-betting the Queen's top left versus Gonzo, the main man. Three-bet pocket 10, small line versus cutoff versus Get Money, who I've got tagged as a fun player, but has got reggae-looking stats. We're not quite range betting looking forward to this, I don't think. I think we're going to play some checks. I think our hand is going to want to bet by 75% of the time, though. Although maybe small blind versus cuts off, we do just range bet the fucking pocket tens. And we've been raised. This is interesting. Easy call. Two very clean outs with the best hand sometimes. We don't block. I guess we have to block this now. My opponent ace king there. Moving forward bet with the jacks. I'm just gonna think how often I want to shove this. Not that often, not 95% of the time. Feel like ace in the window. Jack behind it though. Ace in the window, but then jack of hearts behind it. My opponent bets, I would imagine, probably close to our range bet on this board. I'm gonna call. It's actually not a bad turn. My opponent has so few flushes here and has a decent number of ace-queen combos, so pretty okay turn in terms of us getting called by worse. Although my opponent does have king-10, obviously queens, obviously aces. A lot of ace-queen, a lot of ace-king with a king of hearts. Those sort of hands. Easy call here. Just praying for the 5 of diamonds on the river. Get it out. Kind of annoying because he can't really be bluffing here. Although if anyone can find bluffs, it's Gonzo. He's pretty fucking good at this game. Like that. I told you the turn was a fucking good one. Big raise from my opponent here. This is interesting. We're going to find a call. Pretty good turn. We're going to bet this half the time for 1/3. Although 1/3 is probably in the... I don't know. I really don't know. How was Vegas, guys? Did you go? I did go. It was a lot of fun. I had a great time with the boys. Yeah, really good fun. Really awesome. I was in LA for a month, then I was in Vegas for 2 months, and now I'm back in London. Really not sure what to do here. I'm gonna bet. I'm gonna check. Can't get called by worse. He might have quads and he might have a6. I'm just gonna check. I hope he's got a6 and I just own his soul. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I mean, Solver's never going to check, but I don't care. Well, everyone, hopefully we're all having a good... What day is it? Is it Tuesday today? Hopefully we're all having a good Tuesday. I'm going to bet this sometime... I think we just check call. Very interesting line from my opponent, calling the cutoff. Then check back the flop and then bet the turn and find this size on the river. First straight flush says, good luck, mate. CFG97 here. Not going to say what it was, but pretty interesting 4-bet pot we played last night. At Jack 10 of clubs, I'm sure you remember. It was a fun one. Jack 9. I think we want to bet this turn very often, so let's go 25% this time. But I swear to God, I was in America for 3 months. I was in the desert in Vegas for 8 weeks. Was as white as a sheet when I left. I've been in London for 2 days and I'm as red as the devil's dick. I'm as red as the felt on ACR. Interesting river size. Relatively reasonable candidate to call with. I'm gonna spin for 25%. We found it. We found the 25% call. I would call versus most in the pool, never, but versus my boy Gonzo. At 9's pretty much always calling. Queen of clubs, 8 of clubs. Pocket 9s and I used to have such a wonderful relationship, right? And then in the Millionaire Maker with 115 left, I lost a flip when I was holding pocket 9s. And ever since that moment, about 5 weeks ago, they hate me and I hate them. I used to love pocket 9s, and they used to love me. Queen Jack suited, going to spin for half and half. Gonzo's going to 4-bet. I'm going to call. No, he's not. Okay, Jack 74, I don't think we play pure bet here. I think we want to have some checks. I think our hand is going to want to bet about 70, maybe less. Spin for 65. Oh! Now, if I had spun for 70, we'd be betting it, but we spun for 65 and now we're checking it. Crazy how that works. Ace Jack, I think we're going to bet about 75% of the time. Find it. Maybe not overbet on the straight completing turn. Gonna call here with the Queen Jack. Pretty reasonable run out. And we're perceived to have a lot of like 8s, 9s, 10s, etc. I'm gonna do my best Nick Schulman impersonation when he bets. And he does come with a 75% Ali. And Blackwood is just gonna call now. That's a terrible Nick Schulman impersonation. Oh, he's got the nuts. Just the nuts. Nope, well, not the nuts, but you know what I mean. Okay, pocket rockets. 5s we may 3-bet sometimes. Very, very low frequency 3-bet with 5s. Not calling too often with a 7. Let's go 33%. Alright, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be about half. Betting this at 80% of the time. Oh, we find a check back with Ace King of Spades. We do check back our top pair, top kicker at a smallish frequency. Because when this happens, we just love to go call, call. That is not a good river. Pretty good flop up here. This is really annoying. I think we just have to fold this always. Yeah. 25% of the time we're going to call. I'm going to sim that one later. I'm really not sure about that. I'm also going to sort out this music because it's really fucking annoying me. It's supposed to be like dancey tunes, electronic and dance. Got a fucking honky tonk on. Jack 10 suited. We're deeper. Let's go half and half. Yes, we find the call. I really didn't want to fold there. Really wish I'd folded here. Is ACR a good site for low stakes cash games? I'd recommend PokerStars if you've got access to it. I really do think the PokerStars gives you the best platform to play on. Has this table just died up here? Why does that happen? Gonzo's going to find a turn barrel. We are going to find a turn fold. Interesting size. You don't see many overbets. Sorry, 1 second here, guys. You don't see many overbets in 3-bet pots. Oh my god, I'm going to break something. I am going to actually break something. Opening the Jack Deuce Roos on the button. Not too many massive pots so far today. We've played a couple, I guess, but not too many. What else we got in the mix? Leafast says, any live action coming up? Absolutely, yes. I'll be back on the live grind in London very soon. I'm actually thinking about trying to get a regular live 2.5 or 5.10 in the Empire Casino in London because I want to continue to vlog. I'm only allowed to vlog in the Empire, and I want to vlog some bigger games. So I'm going to see about getting a bigger game running in the Empire. It'll be a tough game, but I think that's okay. I think we're actually allowed to block the river here, given the action. I think we're allowed to block the river here. Not a troll. Do you not remember that day where I was like, yeah, you don't want to bet the ace kings if you want to bet the ace nines? And you were like, it's the other way around. And I was like, oh, okay, let's check it. And it was the other way. I've been raised here by Bill Evans. I'm not really in a folding mood. Pocket 5s with a diamond. Not really in a folding mood. Ace 9 going to be a pure call. Step back. Good. Easy call with the ace 9. Great river there. Very clear raise with the ace 9, of course. Never lucky with the 6-3 diamonds. We're gonna bluff 6-7, 6-8, 5-7. Yeah, we have all the 5x as well, given he's 1/3 of the turn. Ace 6 is gonna be a 4-bet sometime. Not this time. Thank God we didn't 4-bet it. When it is checked, we want to do some checking back here. Let's spin for a 75% bet frequency. Oh, we find the check back. If you think about how much our range wants to be checking back on this board, it means we need to have some nutted combos in there. Go for a generic 2/3 looking size. Fold. Go 75% of the time here. Oh, rolled a 78. Let's go for 100% of the time. Yep, find it. Oh, I've overbet. I did not mean to overbet. I did not mean to overbet. I did not mean to overbet there. Into 75% on the river. I did not mean to overbet the turn there. Because if I bet a normal size, he probably never has deuces that check call. That was a weird hand. I completely fucked out with my turn overbet there, but I'm still a little tilted to have lost that hand. Cool, I'm a professional drummer. Nice to meet you. Thoughts on Whiplash? Yes, I would like to hear the monster's thoughts on the film Whiplash. Surely you've heard it. I think it's an excellent film. Everyone's frequencies are off, buddy. Don't I know it? Mine especially. Incredible ending. Yeah, absolutely incredible ending. This is funky. Check back flop, check back turn, bet river. This is really funky. And extremely tempting to call. We don't have too many better hands to call with. I think I'm going to block a lot of my, like, king 5 of hearts and stuff like that. This is funky. Been for half and half. Oh, I found it. I win. I win. Fucking told you. The more I thought about it, I said spin for half and half, and then I clicked call, and then I was like, actually, just fucking call as always, guys. Ace 5-3. Okay, so small members button, I play a decent amount of checks here, but big members of cutoff, I think we get to bet a little more liberally because we interact more with the 5 and the 3. So let's go 60. Yeah, 66% bet. I knew I was going to find it. Like, I knew I was going to find it. I feel like this is just a blast. Bet that jam. We have 7-6. We have 8-7. We have Queen Jack. It's pretty sexy turn bet. 7-6 is a float on the turn, so I think we're going to spin for a shove and check call. I think, well, we have the King of Hearts, which blocks a lot of bluffs. I think we're going to shove this 75% of the time. We've found the river check. We've actually found the river check. And we're going to find the side call if he shoves and pray for 7-6. Or maybe pocket fours and pocket deuces. I am a lord, alright? I am Lord Gazzy B, king of the RNG, king of the bet flop, bet turn, check call, river with ace king, to find the half a bluff combo that my opponent has. I am a lord. Ace 10-7, I think I'm just range. This is interesting. We found it on the river. Yeah, I think block. Don't know. I think block. I think block. Pocket 9. This is a weird misclick, I assume. Oh! Could have 4-bet it. Not sure about my turn bet with ace king there. I think it might be a bit of a fucking punt. Okay, so this person is min 3-bet and then called. I'm going to just bet a generic 75% on the turn. Sorry, he's min 3-bet and I have called. My range is quite wide here. I've got like Queen Jack off and Queen 10 off and stuff that I wouldn't normally have in a 3-bet pot. I mean, I don't. What is that size? Why not just go all in? Because I'm not calling. I'm either shoving or folding. So why not just go all in yourself? I don't understand. Can anyone explain that to me? Oh no, I'm becoming disconnected. Get the money in. Oh, it's got 7. Fuck off, man. Oh, I've won the first one. That's always good. A little frustrating to be behind there, but always good to get half the pot when you are behind. I can consider it pure for me, although at this stack depth, I think we're going to want to call it sometimes. Let's spin for a 70% 3-bet. Find it. Easily find it. Hello. I really do think we bet this hand always. We might mix in some checks with 10-9 and stuff like that. It's really tough to get called by worse here. He's got jacks. He's got clubs. He's got... yeah, ace 9 of diamonds, but it's really tough to get caught by worse here. But alas, we will try. This I've suited really low frequency 4-bet. Really low frequency 4-bet in those positions. My opponent bets. I don't think I play a raise here. I play so few raises in position in 3-bet pots, but I get called always. Yeah, fair dues. I wonder if we have a turn call here. Small blind versus MP. I think we do, you know. I think we have a turn call here. I don't know, actually. Yeah, I think we just let this one go. We block a lot of bluffs. Yeah, I think we just let... Having hearts here is not great, but I think this is a turn that we want to very, very, very heavily favor a bet with. Let's go 75%. So we don't block too many hands that we're trying to make fold. Having an ace is not great, but other than that, we don't block. Scores on the doors. We have won 2 stacks, but I don't think we're winning for the day. Oh, we're winning $487. That's not. Queens, do we flat queen sometimes? I think we do. Although I can't remember exactly how often. Let's go for 67% 4-bet. Oh, we found it. We found the flat by 1. Let's peel it out. 9 of spades. Oh. If we 4-bet, we fold out hands like ace, 9 suited and stuff. I would not recommend flatting queen versus a 3-bet or ace king versus a 3-bet unless you're playing 500 or higher. It's a rake thing. You're more incentivized to 4-bet free and all that stuff. Let's call the flop. Jacks. Let's spin and find a call. Pull it out. 6 of diamonds. 5 of spades. Can we swap these boards, please? My opponent bets 1/3. We have a very easy flop call, but we do a lot of folding streets. Folding the queens now for sure. Interesting. We have a 1 queen jack blocker. Easy turn call, and then we'll spin for the river. Interesting. Do people bet 10s on the turn? I'm not sure. I don't think we're allowed to fold this now. We're basically at the top of our range on that river. Yeah, I think he knows that Gazavi's never folding. Kings top right, king 10 suited bottom left. Let's see a flop here. Queen 3 deuce. I think kings just want to bet always. 1/3 I think on queen 3 deuce. Probably half pot on like queen 6-5. He's under the gun. What's the video CG talking about? He tweeted it, so find his Twitter. You will find it. I'm going to mix on the turn here between bet and check. I've only led out with top pair, which is an interesting one. Led out on the top card pairing, which is an interesting one. If he bets the river, we're never folding. Obviously. We don't win here, but I don't give a fuck. Played a few hands like a bitch today. Scores on the doors, I hear you ask. We are... Oh, we're losing now. You're not the only one in a downswing, Bertie. I'm down $18 today. When will it end? Pocket queens, top right. Oh. I played 2 hours of football today. My groin went with about 15 minutes to go, which is brutal because the last time my groin went, I was out for weeks, and I fear it might be the same. I play football 3 times a week at the moment, and my groin is gone, so it could be a little bit of time out for Gazavi. Okay, normally I flat with queens in this spot sometimes, but this is just too big a 4-bet. If he makes it 20 or 20.5 or 21, I think we find flats, but versus this size, I'm just going to pull my pants down and stick it in. It's always good to win the first one. That was a premature shout. Okay, it's always good to win the first one. Oh, can we find the holds? Can we find the holds? Yeah. Right, we're gonna go with beats instead of. This is a new genre we're going with. Instead of electronic and dance, we're going with beats. But such is the way that the game goes, you know. We're gotta swing about sometimes. Jack's not gonna bet very often at all here, particularly without a fucking club in our hand. Let's go for 50%. My opponent has 3x pot led the turn. I would imagine it's because he has so... I really want to just call because this is just such a bluff line. I just want to call because this is such a bluff line. I'm going to do something really stupid and call this all in here because it's such a bluff line. Although a lot of his bluffs are like king 5, king 3. It's just so unnecessary to call the turn, but it just feels like who bets 3x pot for value here after I check back the flop? I'll be astounded if he's done this with 5-3 suited. I will be astounded. I'm just going to make myself look like such an idiot, but I want to call so badly because this just feels like it is absolute nonsense. Okay. Oh, I'm astounded. I'm astounded. I just did that for the bounce and it wasn't even that fucking funny in the end. It was just like, who 3x pot leads with the nuts? It just doesn't happen. But apparently it does. I am astounded. Is anyone else astounded? And then the one time so I played a hand, right? I played a hand in the monster stack. Under the gun, American pretend reg opens. We're really deep. We're not in the money yet, but we're really quite deep. I 3-bet ace 7 of diamonds and like the hijack. He calls. The flop is king, king, 9, 2 diamonds. This is painful to relive. He checks, I bet 1/3. And he just drills in about 60 bigs on king, king, 9, 2 diamonds. He's just like, I'm all in. I'm sitting there like, are you fucking kidding me? I think about it for a minute, and then Bertie Bailey comes into my head. Bertie Bailey on the shoulder, Gazaby on the shoulder. Gazaby's like, oh, come on, just fold. You know, you got skill edge on this table. You don't need to take these high variance spots. Bertie's like, nut flush, get it in. And I'm like, okay, Bertie. Follow it up. He's got pocket deuces, no diamonds. And he goes, wow, I was trying to make you fold a pair. Like that, right? And it just runs out brick, brick. And he's dragging in this massive pot. And he goes, don't bluff the guy in seat 6. Like that. I was like, fuck off, mate. Good times. Good times. I had a brief chat with one of my poker friends today. We were on a call, and he was slagging me off because he said that some of the hands that I put on Instagram recently are very clear folds. And then we looked at my river call efficiency, and I told him what it was, and he was like, yeah, you're calling rivers way too wide. And we had a big argument about it today, and I was like, no, I'm not, no, I'm not. And then I'm going to send him the hand, and he's going to fucking slaughter me. Half pot here, I think. He's going to fucking slaughter me. I'd fucking cool with it if I was right, though. If I was right. Although I think I'm going to just overrule the RNG and pure bet turn. You get a lot of folds from like 8s and 9s and stuff now. And we've locked 5-4 and 6-5 suited, which is nice. And pocket 5s, which is nice. And we can still bet a jack for this size. And unblocking both flush draws, I think I might put this into my river betting range. Yeah, I think so. Pure though? Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. We have 3s, 4s, 6s, queen, jack of clubs, jacks at some frequency. I don't know what's happened bottom left. I'm going to just bet jam. I think he's cold called the 3-bet, which means he's got 9s, 10s, or jacks. Pure calling the jacks, not going to 4-bet this deep. My little set on stream. 7 of spades. Oh my god of hearts. I actually, like, my heart fluttered a little bit there. Check calling jacks. I don't think I ever raised offset here. No hearts. This is Dream World with the pocket jacks. Oh, what a clean river as well. It's not the 8 of hearts. It's not the fucking 9 of hearts. It's not an overcard to the boards. In it goes, my friend. Thank you. King Queen is supposed to be a shove, but I've just won a stack and I don't want to do up another stack, so I'm going to check. Solid logic from Gazaby 1, 2, 3. Let's just flop 2 pair with a 5-4 suited. GGMC. See you soon. I did say we'd flop 2 pair and we fucking did. I don't love this, but obviously I have to call. Gonna call turn. My opponent checks. I think our hand is. Yeah, I don't think we bluff this. I think we bluff 3s. Mainly. That's a fun river. That's a fun river. I think I'm just gonna pot it. Calling the jack 9 of hearts because it's my favorite hand. I decided against potting it. Potting it does not fit into the realms of my strategy. I think it's pretty mandatory river bluff now. It's a really good run out for us. Can we just call and beat 5-4? Kings, we are 4-betting. Queen high flops are dream flops when you 4-bet and you have kings. Calling the floors. I'm quarter potting the pocket kings. Here's ace queen. I wish I had ace queen. Hold on the first one. Always good to win the first one. It is always good to win the first one. Hold on the second one. Fucking go. King Jack suited. Let's spin the wheel. Find the 4-bet. Find the 4-bet. Got to improve your set. To be fair, I've flopped a decent amount of sets today, and it always seems to be with jacks. Queens, we be calling here. And we're going to flop a set. I can feel it in my bones. Deuce of clubs. Deuce of hearts. Jack of hearts. I think you played great until a 3x got you emotional. What's that? A 3x got me emotional. What's that in reference to? My opponent checks. A lot of our range wants to check back here, but I think this is going to be close to up here. I think I'm just going to bet this pure. I think this is just going to be a pure bet for us. If he raises or shoves, we don't love life, but I have queens in a 4-bet pot on a jack high board. I think the solver finds another bet here. I think the solver finds another bet here, you know? I'm going to find the 4-bet sometimes with ace-king, not this time, though. Interesting spot. Interesting spot. Scores on the doors, I hear you ask. We are winning. Ooh, $1,187. I'm not going to lie. I said ooh because I thought it was $1,800. Still a very good day, obviously, but I need to say, guys, this is the end of the stream, unfortunately. I want to reply to Dan Smith, who is just sent me a very cool message. Versus an unknown who's probably a fun player. I'm going to make a really tight fold here because they don't have the king jack off and the king 6 suited and stuff, so I'm just... Okay, so it's gone limp. This is horrible. What a horrible way to end the stream. Ace king one time, don't have aces. Okay, deuces. Let's go. What a way to end the stream. Guys and girls, it's been a lot of fun streaming tonight. Let's get the graph for the session up. Let's show y'all the graph. Ran very well today. I have not run well since getting back from Vegas, so nice to get some of that EV back.